open up that Clippers pack, Jared. It is in the air. It is. Everybody wanted to say that the LA runs through the Clippers. A lot of people. Our co-host Adam.
I will own it up 100%. I thought the Clippers were a better team than you guys, and I expected the Clippers to be in the NBA Finals, and obviously that didn't come close to happening.
I mean, listen, to be honest with you, we wanted the Clippers. The Clippers wanted us. That was supposed to be the series for legacy, for Kawhi, for LeBron. It adds to it. I feel like as a fan, because obviously we all love basketball, the world needed to see that. They needed to see the basketball high level. Obviously, Denver, they deserved it and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, Clippers didn't want to be in this bubble. You knew it from the beginning, the way they acted, the way they talked about it. They didn't want to be here, and it shows. And it shows a disconnection. They might have had my overall talent, top to bottom roster-wise, but no one had the chemistry. No one walks with each other. We're in that bubble. We see who hangs out where. We literally 15 deep hang out. There's a lounge upstairs where all teams can go to. We didn't go to that lounge. We hang out with each other. Man, we win a championship. We text and we call and we just rock with each other, and that makes you win, because when you go through adversity, when people are on Danny Green, when people are questioning people's toughness, we have each other's back. Where other teams, they don't have that. They're just listening to the media and they're talking about, Paul George, turn off your comments. Like, no, you can't turn off the world. The world's gonna keep going with or without you. You got to confront it, and how we're gonna deal with it. And that's what we were elite at.
So they were talking a lot of trash for a team that didn't want to be there early in that playoff.
Especially Pat Bev. You see what he was talking about when
Pat Bev was talking, Jared.
That's his brand. What do you want from him?
Yeah, that's when I said my tweet out. Oh, basketball's a year-round sport. Check ball.
Yep.
But listen, one thing about Pat Bev. Listen, man, Pat Bev is good for the sport. You got to have guys like that, paying the asses, talking trash. You got to have that. It spices it up. Like, listen, like I'm obviously an '80s baby. Like, when we saw the fighting and the hard fouls, like, I know it's different basketball, but it's just it makes it for you guys. Your podcast, what we talking about, we want to see that. And so I had no problem with that. I just had a problem with, Kawhi coming, having the crown and the commercials over there.
So it did bother you guys.
Yeah, I mean, push me. It bothers everyone.
I mean, we know, Jared, we knew it bothered Lakers fans. Lakers fans were so pissed about this shit, like blowing their lid off about all these advertisements with Kawhi, the team, the Clippers. But it low key kind of bothered you guys a little bit too.
Yeah, it bothered because, in a sense of like, what have they accomplished? Now, Kawhi, for sure. Like, I'll be the first one. Kawhi certified. Kawhi, what he did with Toronto, you can't say nothing but give his flowers to Kawhi. But now you come into a whole new team. You link it up with Paul George. Paul George was just struggle. They just struggle making, get on the first round against OKC. Can he get past Braun? You have all these guys, Doc Rivers, and I've been on the Clippers, so I know the stigma there, and so this is a Lakers town. You know how that is. So you can't come in saying you're the king. You could say, hey, we gonna beat them. The way just their talk, and maybe they thought that was the way to hype themselves up. But Clippers will be back. Clippers will be good next year, man. Just because they lost Game 7, like, listen, it's gonna be a battle with them next year, and I can't wait.
So LeBron, when he got that Finals MVP, he said, "Put that respect on my name." So let's talk about it, Jared. You said you're an '80s baby.
Yeah.
Where that LeBron said he's going to let the GOAT debate handle itself, but where's that debate going?
It's really, really close. And to be honest with you, it's really, really close because he gets 3 on 3 different teams, and you got to think about it too.
Yep.
You guys know this. Back then with Jordan, Jordan dominated. Jordan dominated an era like no one, including LeBron. He dominated era like that. But the difference is it was hard for people to move teams. Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
So that would be like back in the day if Gary Payton went to Houston with a lot, like that wasn't happening. Durant goes with Steph Curry and Clay. That's not happening in Jordan's era. You're not winning 6 in a row during that time. No, Jordan can do no wrong in my book. I'm gonna be honest with you. If LeBron wins again, we go back and repeat, and now you get 5. He's been to 12 finals. LeBron is 30. What? I'm 35. He's gonna be turning 36. That man's gonna be playing till 40. He'll be playing till 40 years old, and he's gonna be minimum top 5 at age 40. Watch when it comes up there and they say LeBron is the best. Okay, he won't be the best. He'll be top 5, man. Like when he slows down, he's gonna go to power forward. He's gonna be posting up more. He's gonna be averaging 25. He's gonna rebound them all. He's just gonna be slower and a little bit less athletic, man. So I just think the longevity, Jordan. I think when LeBron's all said and done, he's gonna pass all these records. We're gonna look at him, man. 5 or 6 championships. The old heads, it's gonna go away, and it's gonna be LeBron when it's all said and done. Right now, I think it's neck and neck, though.
But one more championship makes him the GOAT.
I think so. I definitely think
That's
so.
what I said.
I think so. I think so because for one, you're doing it now with the Lakers. You're
Yep.
solidifying when it comes to that. Okay, hey, Miami. Oh, he went to go team up with someone. Goes back home, give that up. But there's no bigger franchise than Laker fans. We can go to Brazil right now, London, and there's going to be fans out there. And so when you got the Laker Nation on your back and you add them into the equation, and then you see what he's going to be doing. Right now, they're talking about in his 17th season win the NBA championship. What if he's in his 19th season and wins the NBA championship? 19. Jordan was on golf course hole 18 at 38, 39. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Like,
also what we bring up all the time about the deep playoff runs he's had. When you add it all up, essentially he's had 20 NBA seasons.
and the way he took care of his body, like let's not hurt LeBron for his longevity. I seen that man in the chamber sleeping, taking a 2-hour nap, and looking like he's in a casket. I've seen it with my own eyes how he takes care of his body. Like, man, listen, what he does is legendary. And 20 years from now, how you guys saw Jordan's documentary, wait till LeBron's documentary comes out. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
I can't. You're gonna be in there. You're gonna be a talking head in the
Easy.
LeBron
You know, I'm gonna be in the credits. Hey, listen, man. Hey, yeah.
Wait, Jared, we gotta discuss this, Chopz, because they call me crazy.
Oh,
I said, like you said,
the youth is pretty ignorant on some topics.
no,
but go ahead,
stop. Like I said, if LeBron wins another title, I think he's the GOAT. Like it's not debatable. They said that it was crazy to see LeBron winning another title.
I didn't say crazy. I didn't
Look
say
at-
crazy.
You said I was
Jared-
wild for it.
We're the favorites
think
next year.
That's what I said.
How many? We're the favorites next year because go by this, right? The free agent class isn't that like it's no Giannis right now, right? There's no big.
But Giannis could get traded, Jared.
Yeah, you're right. He really could. He definitely could. But if you look at the meeting that they just had, he's going to come back. They're not going to just trade Giannis. You don't trade just Giannis. You don't trade KD. You don't trade LeBron. So if anything,
That's
he's
true.
going to walk.
That's true.
Okay, let's be honest. So it's really next year where, hey, if you go to San Fran, the Warriors, if you go to Miami, that's when it really happens. When you go next year,
But your old team, Jared, your old team in Brooklyn,
for sure. But look at
they got KD.
No, for sure. You got KD, you got Kyrie, you got Steve Nash, who's my own. Hey, if it wasn't for Steve Nash, I wouldn't be well off financially. I know Steve and how he is. But let's be honest, like hey, it's tough. You put a whole new team together with KD and them both coming off injuries. Both haven't played. They're not gonna play in the game to over a year and a half.